Good morning. So I know you're seeing here are your options. You're probably thinking, I just saw that last week, and you're right, you did. But what I wanted to show you was how I changed the pages and how people are actually going to get to. There's two different ways they can get to the services. So one way, you notice that when I put my cursor on the services button, there's no drop down button. I used to have a drop down button, and I actually intentionally removed it because I wanted to be able to do two things. So people may find out about my services by clicking that services button. And when they do that, it's going to show them all of my services. All right, they're going to see the different website copy packages that I offer. And if they go to the home page as well, they get to see services, but this is actually going to take them to the individual, to a very specific page that is only geared to people who are in this situation. And so I'm going to show you, I'll just try this one here. So whether they come from the home page or they come from the service page, both of those are going to lead them to any one of the three website packages. And so what I also did on each page, I completely revamped the service pages, the individual service pages. And I did several things. One, I gave it a name. And here I also provided some idea of how long it's going to take. And then I got into the copy here. And the purpose of this service page is your sales page. So when you're actually trying to get people to buy something or at least consider it, you really need that page talking, being your silent sales partner. Really, your website needs to be your silent sales partner. And so I try to make it really fun so that people will continue reading through, right? By adding, like, there's nothing quite like old school, because I know that's what they're thinking. They like old school. This type of client is someone that does not really are comfortable with technology. They know what they know, they're great at it, and they are very hesitant to move forward. And you see, and I even relate to it by saying, something's telling you it's time to get an online presence, whatever the heck that means, right? So I'm relating to where they're at. They're relating to the fact that, oh gosh, I wish I could stay here, but their competitors have a website. People are asking for their website URL. They don't have one, blah, 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 blah. So, and I recognize, again, that the idea scares them. So I'm relating to them on some level. I've talked to people who are in this very situation. The reason they don't have a website is because they don't know how to tackle that, what to do. And honestly, it scares them. So, and then I continue to relate to them by making a reference to Maverick Shades. They probably will get help maybe by Top Gun. That's kind of the idea there. But then I make another reference because I know the age, right? They're probably going to be around my age, quite honestly. They're going to be in their 50s, 60s, 70s. And so they probably know what I'm talking about when they say, do a Frankie Goes to Hollywood and relax. They'll remember the reference to that song. So throughout the copy, I am relating to the emotions, the things that they're thinking, what's holding them back, to references to a time when they were younger so they get it. And then here's where it continues to do the selling. So the top part of it is the emotional, the relation part, and I'm getting into the specifics of what it actually includes. So they get all the details and some bonuses. And then I want to set up here that talking about their expertise is easy, but persuading visitors that they're the one for them is harder. And then what it requires, the work on my part to be able to get to that goal, have that goal reached by leading into the 7-step process that I use. And a lot of it is based on research, client interviews. I'm doing online competitor research and other kinds of online research. before I actually start writing. So you see how there's a lot of data and information gathering that is going on before I even get to step 4 here. So I'm setting them up to recognize I'm not just going to write words that sound great. I'm actually doing a lot of work before I actually start to write. And then leading them into the price. So I don't talk about the price immediately. But the reason I mentioned the price, as I mentioned before last week, I want people to know how much it's going to cost so that they're not surprised when we get on a call, right? They'll already have been prepped for this, because talking about price, I know, can be an uncomfortable situation, but it's necessary. So they already know. And then I give them some payment plan options. So this whole thing, I'm leading them through to the price. I'm leading them through understanding the process I use, what they get out of it, and the kind of for them to feel comfortable that I know what I'm doing, and I will take this worry of yours away. So you don't even have to write the copy. I'll take care of the whole thing. So I just wanted to give you an example of things that I have changed, why I implemented them, and the importance of being able to connect to your visitor. And you got to know who that visitor is on that page. So you're not just speaking to anybody. It's a very specific person you're speaking to.